Hello everyone, I'm back with another art tutorial and today we'll be painting an aesthetic riverscape. Starting with the sky, on the top area I'm using a light grey shade which I made by mixing a good amount of white and a tiny amount of black. Now leaving space for the green area, I covered the empty space with yellow. I cleaned my brush and then blended the grey and the yellow border of the two paints. Now, using a different flat brush, preferably a smaller size, I'm laying dry strokes from the right side of the sheet. You can clean your brush and move the brush from the opposite side for it to blend easily. You can also lay some thinner strokes with the orange paint. Make sure you're doing this with a dry brush. Now, using the same grey shade which we had used for the sky earlier, I'm painting some clouds using a size 1 detail brush. I had a light pink shade already on my palette, so I used it on the lower sides of the clouds to give it a warmer effect. You can use any warm shade that you have. Now for the green area, for the base I'm using a very dark shade which I made by mixing dark green and Prussian blue. Then I'm using a fan brush with the shade olive green. The olive green is a lighter shade than the one we use for the base, so the olive green looks a little different when you use it on the darker shade. I made a further lighter shade by mixing olive green and yellow, and with that I'm painting some large grass-like structures using a size 0 detail brush. After it dries up, I'm using yellow ochre to paint a small bridge. Once again using a size 0 detail brush. I make some yellow ochre and white to make a lighter shade, and with that overlapped the previous base which we had done using yellow ochre. Now for the reflection on the river, which will be majorly green, I'm using olive green as the base. Cover the whole area of the river using olive green first. Then take the darker shade which we had used for the base of the trees and use it on the far end, that is the area near the bridge. Then you can take some dark green and once again using the dry brush technique, pat your brush from the top to the bottom, that is from the bridge side towards the lower side. Use pressure on the farthermost point, and as you come forward, pick the brush up so that you give a natural straight effect. Then I did some more strokes using a light shade of olive green and the one which we had used for the grass-like structures. You can also use your fingers to blend them, that is, just brush over them with your fingers lightly. I did the reflection of the bridge using yellow ochre and I blended them by brushing over it using my fingers. Now for the little reflections from the sky, once again I'm using the mixture of yellow ochre and white towards the lower area. I did a thin strip with this shade and further lighter horizontal strokes towards the upward side. Here you are with your aesthetic riverscape painting. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, if you recreate this, you can send it to me on my Instagram handle, link for which is given in the description. Thank you for watching.